Hey guys, welcome. If you're new here and you don't know who I am, I'm Christine. I'm owner and content creator of bloomingbrilliant.net, where I share educational resources, parenting advice, and of course, information about homeschooling. I'm a homeschool mom of two. I homeschool my daughter who is 13 and my son who is 9 right here in Brooklyn, New York, and I love to share a homeschooling journey with you. If you're new here and you're interested in homeschooling, you're going to want to make sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell so you're alerted when we post new videos. So today we're going to talk a little bit about testing in your homeschool, and this is like standardized testing. And let's get into it. So this video has actually been a long time coming. I've been meaning to sit down with you guys and talk about homeschool testing, although I have some videos where I've talked about doing standardized testing in your homeschool before, but I wanted to do a video explaining why it was so important. So I'm going to do that today, and then we might do another video where I talk a little bit more about homeschool testing, but you have to do homeschool standardized testing here in New York. I'm not sure that there is any way to get out of it. Haven't found a way, but I'm not totally opposed to it. I actually think it's really beneficial, and I'm going to explain all that right now. So here in New York, it's mandatory to do a standardized test every other year from 5th grade to 8th grade in your homeschool, and then from 9th grade every year to 12th grade. So I think it's actually more beneficial to do these standardized tests in your homeschool if it fits your kid. But for me, I like that I can do them from the comfort of my own home. I can proctor them. They can be done now on the computer, which is amazing, and so, like, a lot of pressure taken off. But also, you want to teach your kids that, they can do these exams because they might need them in the future, SATs or just entrance exams to college and things like that. They might need to take exams. You need to take exam for, going to get your driver's license. You need to take an exam for so many different things, right? So it's really good to get in the habit of taking tests because there's no big bad thing about it. Like, it's just measuring how much you learned, and you get to see any gaps there are for you, for the homeschool parent. You get to see, okay, so we need to work a little bit more on this, and we need to, circle back to that, or we didn't even talk about that, and maybe that's something we need to talk about, we need to teach in our homeschool. It really does give you guys, it gives me a focus on what to do for the next homeschool year. And it really highlights what things are going well in our homeschool and what things we need to work a little harder on. So a great thing about doing the standardized test in your homeschool is that you can work with your children not to be stressed by the fact that it is a test. And I know that my kids this year were stressed out by it, and it gave me the ability to be able to work with them and work with their mindset about how to calm down, that the actual results of the test don't really matter. I know it also puts pressure on the homeschool parent because we feel like, oh no, is our kid going to measure up? Are they going to do well? Am I doing well? Because a lot of how our kids, perform, or how our kids end up is on our shoulders, it feels like a lot of the time. But it doesn't have to be. You don't have to stress about it. You just want a measurement. You want to see where you need to focus. You want to see what you need to do or what you're doing well. I was actually really surprised to see that my kids were stressed out a little bit about the exams, but they haven't taken the exam for many years because of COVID, and it was hard to get the test, and it was also, it was different back when we did it. It was like a paper test. So they had the whole new experience of doing it online, and also it was just new to them. So I think doing it every year really does get them it's nothing. So that way when they do have to take a test, like I said, you have to take a written test for your driver's license. You have to take a written test for so many different things, in work, when you apply for jobs, they give you exams sometimes. So you want them to be able to take these exams and not be totally stressed out, and also know how to just deal with it, maneuver like the questions and things. So I know many of you want to like try to get out of the exams and everything, but they are not as stressful, or they shouldn't be as stressful as they are in school. You get to take as much time as you need on them, which is another great thing. You have like a time block and it's like hours. So my kids did take a long time to do the test because they wanted to. They stopped, they took breaks, you know. They weren't sitting there the whole time just stressing out and, you know, doing the test nonstop. But it it's important to get them, you know, used to doing it, and also for us to see. It really does make things super duper clear for us that like where we're at. It's also not as scary. I know the regulations here in New York, it makes it sound super scary, like you have to go find an educator to proctor the exam and everything, but really you are fine as a proctor, and having it done through the website through is fine. So I'll do another video where I talk about like where to find exams and, you know, what you have to do. But this one is just more of like why it's important, how it, you know, I think doing them yearly is actually really important. And I said that this year, now that they made it easier to get the exams, that we're going to be doing them every year. So they need to get ready for that, you know, need to not stress so much about it, change their mindset. I hope this video helped you. I hope it made you see like the importance of the exams, the standardized test. They seem silly. They seem like, well, why do we have to test these kinds of things? But it does help bring clarity to the homeschool parent. It also helps the children get used to doing exams, and it's really just, I think it's really beneficial to your homeschool. So with that being said, you can always do what's right for you, what's right for your family. But here in New York, it's mandatory. So I don't, instead of fighting the system, I think try to make it work for you. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you think anybody else would find it beneficial, please share it. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you then.